18 miles, an hour and 20 minutes. Hello, Bangkok traffic. Okay, we made it to Bangkok, and we were trying to remember when we were here, because this was our first big trip before we were married, 4 kids, and it might have even been before we bought a house. And it might have even been in our 20s, I think, right?
Well, it was 24 years ago.
Anyway, it was close, but
Yeah.
it was our first big trip together, and it was supposed to be the first of many. And then we got back, and Jen got pregnant, and then we got married. So that was the end of our traveling like that for a while. But we had a blast. We went to Bangkok, Chiang Mai, and Phuket, and it was great. And it's cool to be back here.
This is for pie salad. It's really good.
These videos are gonna be stupid. I don't even think I'm gonna put these out because I don't know what these are all about. I don't know if a work trip is the right thing to be putting on YouTube though, because it's kind of like we're not sightseeing much or doing any of that kind of stuff. But Jen's got the day off, so we're gonna go wander around. We're gonna go meet the studio owner. We're gonna have lunch with her and see the studio. And I don't know what else.
You want to see my breast strap?
I thought you were gonna say, do you want to see your breast? It's like, all right. We just met with Mom, Apatia, aka Apatia, and her studio is pretty awesome. It's right down the road. We walked down there. Then we walked around the neighborhood. She showed us some stuff.
We had an amazing lunch.
We had a killer lunch at a place called Wa
that has Michelin stars.
Boo or something. And she ordered everything and it was delicious. And she showed us like a food mall place with a bunch of local stuff.
Lots of different smells.
And she's really cool. We're getting really lucky. This is Jen's first time teaching here and our first time meeting her, and she was awesome. She's really cool.
Yeah.
Are you excited about working tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a cool neighborhood. I forget what it's called. Samut? No, that's not right. The future Ange will know.
It's financial area, she said.
Oh, it is?
That's what she said.
Well, anyway, it's really cool.
Well, her studio's in the financial area.
If you go out of the hotel and take a right, it's kind of posh a little bit. And if you take a left, it's full on street food, local stuff. It's cool. And we were going to go to this weird Lego building tower.
I think we'll wait for that.
But I think we'll wait for that. Jen's got an important 2-hour massage booked down the street.
Yeah, and then I have to work a little bit to prepare for tomorrow because it's a very small room. And how many people do I have? 16?
Yeah.
So I have to come up with a plan on how I'm going to do this.
I think she's just going to have one person at a time in the room and do the whole day, and then the next person. All right, we're trying to be better vloggers. As soon as the food hits the table, though, we start eating it. We've got some fresh spring rolls, some papaya salad, and some chicken wings. All right, it's day 3 in Bangkok. Is it day 3? Maybe 2.5. Just ate breakfast at the hotel. It's Jen's first day of the course. We're gonna go get some coffee at our spot that we like. Any words of wisdom?
It's interesting, our hotel, we saw a lot of people recovering from plastic surgery. So we figured this is, people come here to get cheap plastic surgery, and a lot of them are at our hotel. So it's interesting.
Yeah, in the breakfast room, whatever, there are like at least 4 different women with bandages on their faces. Kind of strange. I guess that's the specialty of the hotel. I don't know.
As good as our French one. That one I'm gonna.
All right, Jen's all set up for day 1 in Bangkok, and it's very impressive that she can like keep all this information for these courses in her brain. I mean, she does so much work to prepare for this stuff. It's out of control. I don't understand how people can teach like that. It's crazy to me. Very impressive. And anyway, so she started the course, and I'm about to get to work because I have so much stuff to do. Our travel day, and then yesterday we just kind of goofed around. So I need to get to work and get some things done. Here's Jen's update on day 1 of the course.
It's a lot. It's always a lot when you're first teaching in a studio for the first time with all new studio owner, new students. And it just was full on from 9:30 in the morning till 6. Like literally not one break unless I went into the bathroom for like a few seconds. But this is just always the way it is, and I'm just spoiled with Japan because they know me so well. I get lots of breaks, lunch. I get lunch by myself. All the students were very, very nice. They seemed really receptive to the work. But at the end of the 5th day, I'm going to be really worn out. But it is what it is.
All right, we forgot again to show you before we start chowing down. Got papaya salad.
So
It's
good.
pretty spicy, but not too spicy. And they gave us some lettuce, which we think you're supposed to maybe wrap it up like that. Okay, once again, we've already eaten all of it, but some kind of chicken curry. It's really good. It's got like a cinnamon thing.
Masama?
Masama?
Masama. It's
It's
kind
good.
of sweet, and then it
Then it kicks
kicks
in.
in.
And I think you missed something. What did we have before?
The duck.
The
We
duck.
did.
Yeah, we forgot about the duck, sorry. And that's the squid we remembered before we ate any of it. Okay, here's our 7-Eleven haul. We got some Singha beer. We got some Halloween candy, some chocolate, some peanuts, and some weird candy for one of our daughter's friends who is a weird candy aficionado. We've gotten her 2 things and our daughter's nothing so far. Ew, this has cheese on it. What kind of candy has cheese?
Oh, that sounds gross.
Anyway, she'll love that because it's weird. All right, that's another day of Jen teaching a course and me editing video in the hotel room. And it's looking weird out here right now. There's like really dark clouds, and it's about to rain. And it's feeling strange, like there's a big storm about to happen. But it made that tower look really cool. Okay, I just dropped off Jen for her final day of pre and postnatal course, and it's only 3 days here because she's teaching it in English. The course is going well. 2 of the people in the course that's going on now decided to sign up for the next one, so we think that means they're enjoying it. So very cool studio owner, and nice students. And I learned that I think we're in, it's called Sandthorn is the area of the city, and it's like I guess the financial district, and it's kind of the ritzy part of town as far as residential goes, so that's a good place for a studio to be for sure. And I was also looking at like monthly rentals for apartments, and you can get something super nice for like under $500. And if you get away from the center of town a little bit, I mean, you can get something really nice for $200 a month, or under that even. So, you know, we've always thought about making a trip over here. She can do a few courses, and then we just live here like for a month or 2. I don't know what the visa situation is in Thailand. I think it's, I want to say it's over 30 days though, but I'm not sure. Future Ange will check on that. Because we've thought about going to Hanoi and hanging out there because we love that city. But it's just like, once you make this 24-hour journey to get here and deal with the time change, it's kind of like you might as well hang out for as long as you want, because going back is brutal. I can't remember, but I think going back is worse than coming here as far as getting over the time change. But again, I don't remember. So anyway, that's something we're really thinking about, but it's like, then it's like the time to come here is in the winter. It's too hot right now. It's not so bad here in Bangkok, but Fukuoka was awful. And if we do that, it means we gotta deal with, like, we have to be home for Thanksgiving and Christmas, right? For the kids, so I don't know. I don't know how that makes things kind of impossible as far as staying here for months at a time. But I don't know, it's something to think about. Maybe we make them come to Bangkok for Christmas. But also, if we're doing that, I'd love to rent out our house in Asheville, which is a very, you know, it's an in-demand place. But what would we have to do that? Would we have to get, like, put all our stuff in storage and empty out all the drawers and stuff? Because that doesn't sound good. Or I've also heard of people like switching houses. There's like a house swap website where if someone wants to come to Asheville that lives in Bangkok, we could just trade. That'd be cool. We'd get a much better apartment doing that than we could afford with cash, because our house is pretty nice. That's where we went to dinner last night, and it was very weird. Very weird. Really good, but weird. There were like lots of women, and most of them were like busy taking Instagram pictures the whole time, or scrolling on their phones while their boyfriends like talk to each other. I don't know, it's just a strange scene. All right, finished another workshop and exporting the files and going to pick up Jen after her last day of the pre and postnatal course. I think they're getting their certificates. This is what I deal with every time. She won't just cross when I cross. Oh my god.
It's like whack-a-mole.
Why don't you just go with when I go?
Just shut up.
Jesus
Christ.
Because you never tell me you're gonna go. So you go,
You
and
can
then
see
I'm
when
like,
I'm going.
no, I can't. Just shut up. You don't
you
look
need to
after.
be-
You don't look after
You
me.
need to be at the ready at all
Oh,
times, ready to pounce.
And I have 2 more days of a new course that but I'm just gonna relax tonight and then get up in the morning and prepare.
Okay.
So somebody needs to show me a good time.
Who?
My husband needs to take care of every detail.
I'm gonna take you to 7-Eleven. We'll get peanuts and beer.
That's usually what happens.
And
And
what
watch
else?
CNN.
We'll almost step on a couple of rats.
Oh my God.
There's a definite rat problem here.
It's probably like New York City, right?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get Indian food. It's a little bit away, so we're getting a grab car. All right, we got some naan, chicken tikka, lamb vindaloo. That's probably gonna blow my head off. This is a recommendation of one of her students who I think are fancy.
It's like a Michelin star.
Is it a Michelin star?
Yeah, they have like a million Michelin stars.
Really?
I didn't know that, but in the front they did.
Fancy.
So nice.
That is nice.
So nice.
Yeah. A little bit ago, I took a break from video stuff, and I'm working on our epic RV trip, which we hope is coming in September 2024. And what we want to do is get in the RV, go to like, I wanted to do the Trans-Labrador Highway, but the more I look at it, the more I know Jen is going to hate it. And she's already freaked out because it's pretty remote. It's all paved now, I think, the whole way. But it's this very long route, and it goes to some really through some remote country where there's just nothing. And you got to be careful about fuel. And and if you break down, you're pretty much screwed. But I really wanted to do it just because it would be adventurous and fun and a little risky, which I always like. But the more I look at it, it's like you're kind of just driving through the woods, which I'm sure it's pretty, but I'm trying to take Jen into consideration, and I just don't think she's gonna like it. Like, there's a couple of things to stop and see. Like, there's this crazy dam. There's this cool like Unis something station, which is like this outpost on this weird circular lake thing. I think it might have been formed by a crater. I don't know. Anyway, it looked cool, very remote, but like there's a little weird inn with a restaurant that would be cool. But all in all, it's a lot of driving and a little risky, and I think she would just be nervous. And also, I think the insects out there are insane too. So anyway, for the moment, I've forgotten about that, and instead of going to Quebec City and doing the Trans-Labrador Highway all the way up to through Labrador, and then you take a ferry over to Newfoundland, the north part of Newfoundland, and then we were gonna do Newfoundland. Instead, I think we're just gonna go to see my family in Connecticut on the way, just drive straight up there. It's like 12 hours. Then maybe go to Acadia, the national park in Maine. That's supposed to be amazing. Spend maybe 3 days there, do some hiking, and see what there is to see. And then we'll go up to Cape Breton. I don't know how to pronounce anything. We'll take the ferry from there, and there's a short ferry that goes straight up to the southern tip of Newfoundland. But I think we're going to take the insane expensive 16-hour ferry to Argent something. Anyway, it's near St. John's, and we'll start there, because if we don't, we have to go to the other port, and then do it all, go to St. John's, and then drive way back to there, which I think it would be cheaper, I think, but I don't know. I'm not sure about that yet. But anyway, we'll start in St. John and sort of go up the coast, do a couple of little villages and stuff, and then try to go to Fogo Island if we can get there and if we can afford to stay there. My mom went there when the Fogo Island Inn was just built, and it wasn't as expensive as it is now. I looked at the prices, and because my mom's like, you have to go there, it's amazing. I'm sure Future Ange is showing you pictures. It is amazing, but Future Ange put the prices up too. We can't stay there. So we're trying to see if there's something else, like an Airbnb or somewhere we could stay there, or if we can take the RV there. I think there's an RV place to park it, but then we'd have to take the RV in a ferry. We'll have my little motorcycle on the RV, hopefully, so we can also use that for some things if there's a place to leave the RV and maybe go across. And then from there, we're going to do all kinds of stuff. Anyway, but I'm planning that. And trips like this, they just take a lot of the logistics are hellish, is what I'm trying to say. Especially because if you've done any camping in the last couple years since COVID, everything gets booked. So you really have to make your plans and book campgrounds. We're going to do some wild camping too, but like Acadia, I want to stay in like the national forest, the national park campground. So and that's going to book up quick. So anyway, we got to get our dates set. We got to know what we're doing so that I can book that stuff. You got to book the ferry, all that stuff. So that's what I've been doing for the last hour and a half or 2 hours. And it's a nightmare, but I kind of enjoy it at the same time. So anyway, hopefully that trip's going to work. We want to show you our meal tonight. Let me give you an example of how my wife operates. Okay, see, she's eating like a beef stick there. Now, if I were to get a Slim Jim in a convenience store, she would be so disgusted and would make fun of me. But if a beef stick is really expensive and sold by some scammy company that has some sort of healthy phrasing in their name, she'll buy like 1 billion of them.
This is grass-fed, grass-finished. It is.
It's grass, you're grass smoked when you buy all that stuff. Okay, we're going to her last day of teaching. What's that total? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 days of teaching.
And we're getting Thai massage tomorrow.
I'm not.
Along. Yes,
She
you are.
is.
No, you are.
I don't need that.
And we're filming it.
No.
Babe, if anybody needs some help, upgrades, it's you. You're getting a Thai massage. Believe me.
This is what I'm dealing with.
Look at your little coats.
Jen had a successful course. I think she's psyched that it's over. And we're gonna go meet Baum and her husband, Andrew, who's an Australian dude and pretty cool. He's like a professor at a local international school. And we met him last night quickly, and he seems really cool. So I'm psyched to go out with them. You happy with the course?
Yeah. Tired.
Do you wish you had to teach tomorrow?
No.
I don't know which one. Rice burger?
Yeah.
That's what you can.
All right, day off, sightseeing day. Now we're gonna go to breakfast, and then we're gonna go to the Grand Palace, and then we're gonna go to Wat Po, and then we might go to Chinatown.
We're at the Grand Palace. That was the room with the Emerald Buddha, at least we think so. We're not allowed to take photography in there. If you're in Bangkok, you gotta go to the Grand Palace. We were here like 24 years ago or something, and we kind of forgot all about it. It's amazing. It really is. So touristy and so crowded and so hot.
But gorgeous.
But worth going, yeah.
Mind blowing.
Alright, we did the two temples we wanted to see.
Went to the bar.
Went to the bar, had a mojito, and a papaya salad with river prawns. That was really good. And
We shopped.
We shopped for the kids. And now we were going to go to Chinatown, but it's too hot. It is just baking out here.
Maybe tomorrow.
So we're going to go back to the hotel and enjoy some AC, maybe get in the pool. Jen's probably going to go get a massage. Alright, I had a lovely nap. Jen had a lovely massage.
Thai massage.
Now we're gonna go try to get some food somewhere.
Whatever. We'll talk.
All the fun.
Alright, we're taking a little break from the sensory overload. It's crazy out there. So much stuff. And what do you think?
It was a lot. It was interesting to see all those like long alleys and so many just little corners where there's food like raw food, just right out in the open. Fish, oysters, chicken, meat, with all these cats and dogs just hanging around, and then it's just a lot of smells. I'm not used to it, so I was a little.
So we came to a sensory underload place called Starbucks, so Jen can recoup. It is crazy. It's crazy the amount of stuff, products. Like, we were on a shoe street that had all shoes, and yeah, just raw chicken laying out in the sun. It's kind of crazy, but really cool. A lot going on here. This is our human shield style of crossing the street. Find the local, and we wait till they think it's safe, and we put them between us and the cars, and it works really well. Thank you.
Give me the lowdown. What do you think on this? We're not sure if it's vegetable or meat, right?
I think it's all vegetable.
Is it potatoes?
Where?
It was just ran that way.
Cat about it. So we're gonna go to the what Jen calls the Jigsaw Tower. Oh, you can't see it because it's pouring rain, and it doesn't really look like it's gonna stop. And they don't refund the tickets, it says. And we were thinking about walking over there, but that's not happening.
It stopped raining. It's raining a little bit, but this is really cool. And we're about to have margaritas.
We made it to the 74th floor, and up here was closed because of the lightning, but now it's open. We just waited about, how long did we wait?
An hour.
An hour. Just hung out down there and watched the sunset, and now they're opening back up. So we're gonna get some really expensive drinks and some potato chips. All right, that was super touristy, but kind of fun, right?
Oh my God, I loved it.
Yeah, it was cool.
How many bags for chicken, sir?
Thanks for watching. Please hit like if you liked this video, click the alert bell for notifications, and please subscribe. See you next time.